Yes, people. How's everybody doing? If you're watching this live or you're watching it on the playback, shout out to you right now. I got a special guest in the building today. I got Joe. You guys already know Joe, my guy, Leeds fan, big Leeds fan, coming through in the building. Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. I'm not looking forward to the weekend, I can't lie to you, but other than that, I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling good.
There you go. There you go. Shout out to everyone watching right now. If you come over from Joe's channel or you're watching from my channel, shout out to you right now. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button while you are here. Also, let us know what you guys think in the comment section or in the playback. Who do you think is going to win? What do you think? Sorry, what do you think there is going to be the big matchups that you're going to be looking out for and everything else? Also, tell your friends about this channel if you haven't already done so. Because I don't know where everyone is lately, but you guys been missing, so we got to get you guys back up in the chat. But yeah, Joe, how's Leeds doing this season, man? Give us a little bit of lowdown on how Leeds is doing, because before I start waxing lyrical about how Arsenal's doing, I'm pretty sure everyone knows we've won 10 out of our first 11. We're flying in the league. We're scoring goals. We're not conceding many goals, and we just came off the back of beating Liverpool and Tottenham back to back. Still first in the league table. It's looking good for us, bro. It's looking good for us. What are you saying?
Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah, I don't mind Arsenal, you know this. I don't mind Arteta. I was one of his supporters before, but yeah, you're doing good, man. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I'm glad. Um, I like Ben White, I like Ramsdale, all them guys. So I am happy for Arsenal. From a Leeds United perspective, we started well. We got a win on the opening day. We drew against Southampton, being 2-0 up. You're like, okay, we were 2-0 up though. We were coasting. We're doing all right. We beat Chelsea 3-0. It's like, yo, we're flying. We're going to be all right this season. Then since that Chelsea result, we haven't won in 5. And the performances have not been up to scratch. They've not been what I would, what I want and what I want to see. I think performance-wise, they've just not been great, mate. Like Jesse said, the best he's seen us play against Palace. Yeah, we did play really well for 25 minutes, but the game's not won in 25 minutes. It's a 90-minute match. So I'm a little bit concerned right now. I can't lie to you. I feel it's going to be... I do think we'll be all right over a 38-game season, but it's not going to be an enjoyable season. And like I said, I'm not confident at all when looking ahead to this weekend fixture.
Oof, so you're not confident. Just let us know. Have Leeds' performances been as bad as people are making it seem, or were they kind of like you're losing these games, but it's not like, or you're dropping points, but it's not like as bad performances?
Yeah, I mean, look, we're in games. We're in games. We're not getting blown away. I mean, you could look at the Brentford one and say, "Oh, they beat you 5-2," but there was moments in that where Bamford had a chance. There's brief moments in games we can be in it. I think the only real one that I look at is maybe Brighton, but we always struggle against Brighton. We have them teams that you struggle against. I think a lot of football clubs have that, regardless of how good you are. You always have them teams that you struggle against. But Brighton are a good side, and Graham Potter was still in charge at that point. But yeah, we are in games. That goes without saying. And it's just, for me, at the minute, when we come up against a more tactically astute manager, because I do question, and this is my manager, and people think I don't like Jesse, but I do, and I want him to do well. Like, who wouldn't want their manager to do well? I never understand that, because at the end of the day, if the manager's doing well, then you're winning games.
Bro, Arteta, he went through that.
But this is, yeah, it's true. It's a good example, because Jesse spoke about that in his presser, and as he was saying it, I'm thinking, I need to lay off a little bit. I need to give him more time. It is what it is. But at the minute, the performances are not quite there. But like you say, I suppose you went through that. So, yeah, it's an interesting time, bro. We've got we've got Liverpool, we've got Tottenham in the next 5. But in between them, we've got Fulham and Bournemouth. We've got to win them games, bro. Got to win them games. Otherwise, I'm looking at it saying, I'm maybe advocating for a change of manager by the World Cup. But we'll wait. Nah, but
that soon.
Yeah, well, if we don't get any wins in the next 5 or so games, then I'm not feeling confident, bro.
Damn, I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
No, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm being overly harsh, but look, I mean,
I'm looking at your last couple of performances. Yes, you didn't pick up points in your last 4. At home, you said you look at it at home. You
Yeah,
guys really you're undefeated in your last 5 home games. It's
yeah,
away from home
yeah,
where you've only picked up 2 in your last 5.
yeah,
So if anything, at home, you guys are going to be a dangerous proposition for us. And Arsenal, our only loss this season is against Manchester United, and that was away from home. So if
yeah.
anything, we're going to be a little bit weaker away from home, especially after we just played Bodo Glimt. Bro, that game was horrible. The 1-0 game versus Bodo Glimt in a 3G pitch. It was just all we cared about was keeping our team fit and trying to get us going for the future. But yeah, it is what it is. We move on from that, and we're looking forward to this game. Our record against each other though is something to be spoken about. Um, our last what do you call it? 6 games at the Emirates, we beaten you. Our last 6 games away from home, we've only drawn once. So it's like we just have a really good record. Leeds,
Yeah,
we're your bogey team, or you can't even say that. We just beat you guys. It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
even.
No, you do. Like I said, I think in the last three, you've scored 4 goals in each of the games. I think 4-1, 4-1, 4-2, perhaps. So your record is really, really good against us.
Listen to
And
this: 4-1, 4-1, 4-1, 3-1, 0-0. The 2020 season when we were terrible, and
mm,
then 4-1 last season. It's mental.
yeah, yeah. So our record isn't great. Hasn't been great against Arsenal for a long time. We played even when we were out of the division. This is the mad thing. We played against you a lot of the time, even in the cups and whatnot. So, yeah, we just we just don't do well against you, Rose. So it is one of them. And listen, you're an even better side now. You know than you were in the last 24 to 48 months. You know what I mean? You're a much better team. You're a team that's going places. You're a team that are great to watch. And I just think, maybe previous seasons you come off the back of Liverpool and Tottenham and you take us a little bit lightly. Not this season. Not with the likes of Jesus, not with the likes of Zinchenko. And you have that winning mentality now within the squad. Last season when you miss out on the Champions League, inexperienced, young squad, probably youngest in the league. This season, the players come on for that. You've now brought in some born winners. It just takes you to that next level. It shows you, man, recruitment's key.
100%, 100% recruitment key, and it's not only about the recruitment. It's the character analysis while you're doing the recruitment. You need certain characters in your dressing room, and I feel like that's what we lacked the years prior. We just didn't have those guys in the team where you could be like, you know what, I can depend on this guy. Joe, I'm with you on that. Someone else here is saying, I think 4-0 at halftime, 6-0 more full time, and that's a Leeds fan. Yo, he must be super negative if he's a Leeds fan. Egal, I remember. Egal is too young to remember. Uh, yeah, nah. I remember that name, but I don't. I never really watched them much. I never really watched much Highbury. Like I tuned in and out football, but when to the Emirates before we moved to Emirates, I was tuning in and out. But for me, football really start. I really started watching football around the 2000s, but I wouldn't say I was like as addicted as I am now. I really got more addicted to football and watching a lot more closer to like the invincible times. Like, and I do remember some names, but it wasn't like I watched every other team. I kind of just
And
watched.
that's fine, isn't it? That's fine though as well, bro. I think football fans can become too precious with like you've got to know everything and you've got to know this person, that person. For me, it doesn't matter. Like I embrace it. I embrace like as you'll know, Leeds United now have a lot of new American interest because we have Jesse Marsh, we have Brendan Aronson, we have Tyler Adams, so naturally they gravitate towards watching Leeds now. It's like when we had Bielsa, we had a lot of people from South America because they gravitate towards Bielsa. Some of them stick around. They don't know everything. And I just think football fans sometimes can be a little bit too precious with that stuff. I'm all for it. Come support. It can only be a good thing for the football club and for us as content creators as well.
100%. So yeah, people in the chat, give me your score predictions. Let me know what you guys are saying. Tell me, bro, how's Ellen Road been this season?
How's Ellen Road been this season for us?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got caught by someone there. Yeah, I mean, look, the majority of our points have come at Ellen Road. Yeah, we've picked up 8 of our last 9 Premier League points. At Ellen Road, which is good. And like I say, we have conceded just 2 goals at home, which is the best in the top flight. So maybe I should be more confident. And it is a difficult place to go for any team, to be honest. If Arsenal score early, though, the tide could turn a little bit. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, look, it all comes down to how we play. Like for me, Egal, any football fan, when you go into a stadium and you get ready for match day, you believe you are going to win that game. I find it hard to going into the ground thinking you can't get something. So naturally, atmosphere will be bouncing. We're playing Arsenal. Come on, we can get something. If you were to score early, it totally dents that. I worry. I've got a feeling Martinelli's going to score within the first 10 minutes, and that'll be us done.
Okay.
Which is rubbish.
I have a situation here where I'm looking at these lineups that are predicted by a thing. I'm going to tell you this right now. Tomiyasu, Magalhaes, Saliba, Ben White, Ramsdale, Xhaka, Partey, Odegaard, Martinelli, Jesus. Yeah, this team is spot on. The team that they picked. What about yours? Is it spot on?
No, I don't think it is. I think Rodrigo will be dropped. I think we'll go with Patrick Bamford up top. And then the 3 behind him will be like that. And then the defence will be like that. The only difference I could see potentially is if we went with the back 5 and stuck Llorente in at centre-back and maybe lost Harrison. And then you have Bamford. No, just Rodrigo and leave them 3 there actually behind. It depends, man. It depends how he takes it on. But I think Rodrigo will miss out, bro, if I'm honest.
Yeah. People in the chat and in the comment section, let me know if you guys would make any changes to your team. If you're a Leeds fan or if you're an Arsenal fan, let me know what changes you'd make. Personally, I wouldn't make any changes. I think I would keep the team the same way. Maybe if Jesus is actually injured, replace him with Eddie, but that's it. What about you?
What, with the Arsenal team or
No, with your team, would you make any major
would I
changes?
make any changes? Yeah, I mean, I would advocate dropping Rodrigo. I would maybe say that Strauch should be playing centre back, but we don't have a decent enough left back, and he's just coming back. So no, do you know what? I'd be all right with that. Bamford up top, Rodrigo on the bench, and everything else would be all right.
Yeah, but why hasn't Bamford been starting?
He's
I
been
don't know.
injured, bro. Like he's been injured. Like we're getting Ledley King vibes from him, and what I mean by that is like he's now being managed um through training. So like today he didn't train because they have to give him time to get well. It comes back to recruitment again, bro, because it's like the football club should have brought a striker in so that we could manage his minutes better. You play that striker who's fit, you give Bamford 20 minutes, you give him 30 minutes, you give him. But now we're having to rely on him from minute 1, and he can only manage 60 minutes. Maybe tomorrow or Sunday, he'll manage 80 minutes. I don't know. But what I'm saying is it all comes down to the board not backing the manager. The manager wanted a striker. You know, we needed a left back, bro. We bought a left back that's broken. Bamford, unfortunately, is made of glass, like it's been said in the comments. So therefore, we're relying on him, but he's not fully fit, bro. And you can't play or expect him to be able to shake off that ring rustiness. Do you know what I mean? Like people are having a go at him for missing chances, Egal. But at the end of the day, if he's not getting enough game time, he's going to find that, you know.
Okay. Moving on from there. Just before we go into the score predictions, I'm just going to say this. Players missing. We have Elneny missing, Emil Smith Rowe, and Zinchenko. You guys have Dallas, Archie Gray, Adam Forshaw, and I'm not sure who Leo is.
Leo Hjelde, yeah. None of them would be involved anyway, you know what I mean? Well, Stuart Dallas potentially at left back, but he's been out for a long time, so.
There you go. And just to give you guys some fun facts quickly, it honestly, Arsenal have won 9 of their last Premier League matches versus Leeds. Arsenal have won 7 of their last 8. in all competitions. Arsenal have won 9 of their last 10 Premier League matches, 7 of their last 8 versus Leeds. Arsenal have scored 3 goals in their last 6 games. Arsenal have conceded less than 2 goals in 9 of our last 10 games. That is mad.
Mhm.
Also, Arsenal are winning uh, both halves in 5 of their last 6 games. Both halves. Think about that. That is crazy. And Leeds have seen over 2.5 goals in 5 of their last 6 home games. So you guys have scored more than 3 goals in.
Yeah, yeah, would I think so. Wolves 2, but obviously that was 2-1, so that's going to be over 2.5. Obviously, we beat Chelsea 3-0 as well. Who else have we played at home? I think Everton was a 0-0. Aston Villa was 0-0 as well. Or was it 1-0? I can't remember, bro. My memory is rubbish. But all I know is we've only conceded the 2 at home, which is the best in the top flight. So hopefully that happens on the weekend. But I've got a feeling that's going to change on Sunday.
Now you know the poor thing is your last win in the league was against Chelsea.
Mm.
Yeah. Also, since then you've been dropping a lot of points. You lost to Crystal Palace recently on Sunday, 2-1, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And just going into these games against Arsenal, who's absolutely flying. I'm sorry, I can't even. I have a nice. I always have nice things to say about
You
Leeds, but
do.
today
Yeah.
it's going to be a thing where it's like we beat you guys, and it's just going to be a thing where we convincingly beat you. It's not going to be an easy game for you guys. I really do believe we're going to win, and we're going to keep a clean sheet, and it's going to be a 2-0 victory for us. But a lot of people are giving us scoreline predictions of like 4-0. One of my boys gave a 5-0, 6-0, 7-0. I'm like, one guy said we could break a Premier League record versus Manchester United next time we play them. But it's giving so it's like this team right now. I back this team to do anything against anybody, and I don't see us losing. I really don't. What is your game plan? Like, how would you guys beat us? Because I can't see it.
The way that we would beat you would be very similarly to Chelsea, in that because Arsenal will be expected to be the aggressor in a sense and play their style. We are very, very good pressers of the ball in the right moments, and it's ensuring that Leeds United pick the right moments to press the right players. So when that ball goes to Gabriel or where it goes back to Ramsdale, Ramsdale won't get a lot of time on the ball. None of them will. But obviously, the thing is, you have some elite players, and like I say, getting and I guess cutting off the supply into the midfield to ensure that they can't put the balls out to the likes of Saka and Martinelli in behind. So it's about Tyler Adams doing a job on Partey or Xhaka, whoever gets it in there. And it's also ensuring that the attackers are pressing in the right moments at the right players and hopefully winning the ball high. And then it's how quick we can then get on goal. I do wish we would put our foot on it, but Jesse likes it frantic. And that's the thing. Like, Arsenal need to be ready for that full throttle football from minute one. And if we can score in them moments, then who knows? But the thing is, we've been creating chances the odd time and struggling to put them in the back of the net. The mad thing is, I do think we'll create against Arsenal because they will want to play their game, and therefore sometimes we will, be able to nick the ball off them with the press. It's more so we struggle to create when teams are in a low block, etc. So I think we will create chances. It's just whether or not we can finish them. If we can finish them, then we don't know. But like I said, I've got a feeling Arsenal might score early because you have started really well, started games really, really fast. I mean, look at the Liverpool game, for example. So we need to be wary of that. But hopefully, take it a little bit nonchalantly. Goes back to Gabriel. We press him, we win the ball back, we're 1-0 up, and then we can see it from there. But, that's wishful thinking. I think for me personally, the best we could hope for is a draw. I'd take that, but yeah, we'll wait and see, bro. Martinelli, Saka, and Jesus scares the life out of me.
We'll wait and see. Okay, people. Now it's time for the score predictions. Joe, what are you saying?
2-1 Arsenal, unfortunately.
2-1 Arsenal. Guys in the chat, let me know. We got a 0-0 here. We got so I seen some other score predictions earlier. Someone else said 2-0. I'm going for a 2-0 Arsenal also. I think Arsenal are gonna win this game convincingly 2-0. And you know what, Joe? Let's be honest. We've had other previews. We can go for an hour. There's so many other things to talk
Yeah,
about. But
definitely.
right now it's just not that type of day. But yeah, I'll let you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll catch you on the game. If we're winning convincingly during the watch along, I'll jump in, say hi, obviously.
Yeah, man,
But
I know you will. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, Joe sounds American. Where are you from? He's from here. What do you mean American?
Hey, y'all.
That's not how they sound. Anyways,
Yeah.
anyways, peace out, guys. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. Hopefully, you enjoyed this stream. Hopefully, you go check out Joe's channel.
You
Obviously, he
too.
does watch alongs, and he'll be doing watch along for the Arsenal game. So, since I don't do watch alongs, go check out his channel for the watch along, of course. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. We're out of here, people. Big up Kenny. Big up everyone in the chat. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful night. Peace.